Today I'm going to ask you a question that if you know the answer to, and you truly know the answer to, it can change your whole life, and I fucking mean it. The question is, when do you truly feel like you are yourself the most? Why is this such an important question? All right, number one, first of all, when that question was asked to me, I forget how I found it. I was in a complete blunder, just shocked, appalled, really appalled, because I had no fucking idea how to answer that. I was like, wow, no one's ever asked me a question like that. That's what I love about life, and what I love asking my friends is these type of questions, because 95% of humans, if I'm being honest, do not know who they truly are. I don't know, I can't speak for you, but that means that 95 out of 100, if 100 people watch this, do not know who they truly are. I'm Joshua Nikolowski, but that's just my name. This is my hand. I don't know if you ever seen that clip. I forget, but I think it was like a psychiatrist. Who are you truly inside? And what I come to find is this question really helps you find that answer, because you cannot just answer this question point blank. You have to find another answer to then find the answer to this question. It's sort of like a two-step process, which is first finding out your why, what motivates you. Because if you don't know your why, you don't know who you truly are or strive to be. You can't answer who you are if you don't know why you wake up every morning and get out of bed. I truly believe that. You can partially know the answer, but what I came to find, and I'll tell you my answer, right? I probably should have said this first and foremost, but my answer is before a soccer game. Or not even a soccer game, before I play soccer, just in general. There is not a single time in my life where I feel so much excitement. I know who I am. I am a ball of joy. And of course, I don't know everything about me. I'm not saying it like that. But I'm a ball of energy, positivity. I'm extremely charismatic. That's what makes Josh Josh. You know, despite me listening to this villain music and feeling like an edit, inside, I'm a really kind person who really just wants to bring positivity. And that's what I love doing. And that's just who I am. Right? That's just the way I was raised as well, the way I was conditioned, the way that I responded to that conditioning. And when I go and I play these soccer games, what I found is I don't think I have a more feeling of myself, like who I truly am, than at this moment. I'm extremely talkative, making the jokes. You know, part of the big answer to this is, are you capable of making the jokes that you want to make that you can't really say in front of others? Because if you can't, that's not the right answer, right? You have to be your true self. When do you truly feel like the true representation of who you are comes out? And that answer could be in solitude, but I guess you spend so much time in solitude, I just don't think that's really the answer. I think something else has to ignite it. It might be spent in solitude, but something has to happen beforehand, before the solitude occurs. Again, I could be mistaken. In my context, I played soccer for 15 years. There's this joy in this little kid that comes out of me when I play, and I think that really ignites the fire or the spark to have that Josh come out, who's just thrilled to be there, just so delighted. And why this? You know, I've spent the first 3 minutes really answering the question. And I probably should have done this vice versa, but now I'm here. Why does it even matter what the answer is? I'll tell you why. Because that feeling that I have when I'm at soccer, or before a soccer practice or a game, whatever, I am trying to emulate that as much as possible outside of there now, because that is a true representation of myself. That's who I want to be at all times. I don't want to be someone else. The world will ask who you are, and if you do not know the answer, the world will tell you, right? I know who the fuck I am, and I don't want to be around anybody that's going to change it. Now, of course, if you're with somebody that's just a complete opposite person of you, you're not really going to be the person you want to be. But that also doesn't mean you should exclude what makes you you, and rather kind of just adapt. I guess it's called adaptation. You know, your closest friends, those could be great answers for finding who you are. I found that it's not necessarily the friends that I'm with that this Josh came out. I could be with people that I've never played soccer with. There's just this excitement that comes from my childhood and from the enjoyment of the game that is just irreplaceable. irreplaceable, and that real me comes out, and I'll say anything completely out of context. I'm a very weird person, according to many, and I take pride in that because that's what makes me me. So I talked a lot about myself, but I talked a lot about myself for a reason, which is to help you understand the value and the importance in it. I hope you can really see it. I don't know if you know me enough, but there's an extra passion in me talking about this topic, and there should be an extra passion in you when trying to answer this question, because it'll help you delve first, A, who you are, which puts you in the top 5% in the entire world. B, trying to emulate that as much as possible. What's that going to do? That's going to create positivity in your life, authenticity. You're going to take away the people that you don't want to be around in your life, and you're going to bring more people that are associated like you, your true authentic self. You want to surround yourself around people that you love and that match your vibe and match your energy. Why would you not? I'm sure you've been in high school in that group where you didn't feel like you belong. Why would you ever want to do that again in your life? The second you start acting like the person you truly are, you surround people with that. And on top of that, you surround yourself with people that are also just authentic in itself. And now you got a whole group of people that you can say anything to them. You're trying to push them. You're trying to make them grow. And they're not going to be offended because they know that what you're trying to do is authentically help them. You know the intentions behind it, right? There's an extra passion to this. I gave this talk to somebody else because it's a question that most people will struggle to answer. Rightfully so. I mean, anytime you ask someone a difficult question like that, and especially philosophical about themselves, they hesitate. They don't want to know the answer because it requires hard work. But at least I found clarity in my life ever since I've been capable of figuring out why I do what I do. And I just don't, those people like Conor McGregor who say, I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because they know who they are, and they're not going to let the world tell them who they are. Everyone can hate them, but if they know deep down who they are and that they are being who they truly want to be, and as long as it's a positive person, I think everyone has that positivity in them, they don't care what you think. Neither do I. Call me a bitch. Cool. I know I'm not a bitch. I know who I am inside. Can't bother me. And I hope you have that same vibe or energy once you know the answer, because I promise you things just change when you know why you're pursuing your goals and who you truly are deep down, and you try to emulate that as much as possible. It's just a gift. It's a beauty in life that most people will never know and never discover, and they'll continuously live life aimlessly, just wandering around. What's next? What's coming next? This, that, going for the next cute thing. I've been able to stay on the same business for 3 years now. Now, again, I didn't know my why the entire time, but why do I not? Oh, there's a cool opportunity here and here and here and here and here and here. I know what I want to do. Ain't nobody going to stop me. Hope this helped. With that being said, Josh Nico out. I love you, my hungry hippos. Please like and subscribe if you really like this content. I'm really trying to delve more into the perspective end of stuff because that's what I'm really fascinated about. I understand I have to become more articulated about this topic. Not this topic, but just I want to make it sound more enticing. I think I can do a better job on that, and I'll continue to work on that. And while I do that, you continue working your ass off and killing the day and understanding you're not the victim in your story, you're the victor. So with that being said, take care.